Hello and welcome to Aragon Analytics. The purpose of this video is not so much to give you a tutorial on how to use the Ken Onion Workshop knife sharpener. There are plenty of really good videos, including the video that comes with the machine itself, that excuse me, will really give you a detailed step-by-step instruction on how to get a really nice edge on your knife of choice. The purpose of this video is to give you just a little hint or a little hack or a little tip on how to get just a little bit more out of the machine. When you purchase the machine, you will get a series of belts, a very coarse belt for basically for use on tools, and then you'll get a coarse belt for profiling the knife's edge, and then a belt that's slightly more fine for the sharpening process, and then you'll have this white honing belt. In addition to these, you also get this small ultra fine belt that really is for use on scissors and serrated blades. It's not really well suited, in my experience, for use on most knife blades. These belts last a really long time. But after, I don't really know an exact number, it'll depend on the type of steel that you're sharpening and how many knives you sharpen, but they claim that these belts are good for hundreds of knife sharpening cycles, and I tend to believe that. However, the belt that I end up using the most is this fine honing and stropping belt. And it does eventually get worn. The real trick to achieving a mirror polished, ultra fine, ultra sharp edge on your blade, like you see on these blades here, you can see this very clear secondary bevel where the actual cutting edge is. The key to, I can't do this video without at least one Ken Onion design knife in there, but as you can see there, to get that really fine hair shaving, smoothly sharp edge on your blade, the real trick is to not throw this out once it looks worn out. As the belt, this honing or stropping belt gets more and more use, it gets darker and darker, and eventually it'll just become a dull black color. Do not throw that belt out. That belt will become the most valuable belt in the set that you have. So when you go to order a whole new set of these, hold on to the old worn out fine grade belt. It'll end up in a way looking somewhat close to this. The thing is, once this thing is worn to the point that all of the compounds or whatever chemicals or grains of whatever are used in the belts, once that's worn off, what you can do is then get some of this. And this Flitz metal polish, it's listed as a non-abrasive, but I can't think of any polishing compound that doesn't have any abrasive quality. It's, shall we say, a very, very, very fine abrasive. And what you'll want to do is when you load the belt onto the machine, the old worn out belt that you were going to throw away, if it'll cooperate and let me do this on camera. And please excuse the dirty hands. There are old filings and everything left. Once you get this belt on the machine, what you want to do is just apply just a small amount manually to the surface here, and then you're going to just manually rotate it and kind of spread this flitz onto the belt itself. And you don't want a whole big glob like that. What you want to do is, like I said, just manually rotate it, and as you rotate it, kind of rub it in to the surface and spread it out evenly. Now, it goes without saying, when you're using this power tool, it's always a good idea to have on eye protection. And when you're using this flitz, it's possibly even more important than that. Some of it will splatter off a bit when you do use it. However, the really good news is this: it will put that next level of sharpness that you're looking for onto your blade. And I gotta say, I was impressed with how this machine worked before I kind of discovered this little trick. And after discovering this little hack, I'm even more impressed. It really took everything to the next level sharpness wise. I wouldn't say it's to the level that you can get with a Wicked Edge using diamond nanoparticle sprays on strops and all that kind of stuff. But for something that's even beyond a workable sharp edge, something that's exceptionally polished and fine and sharp, it's really amazing. And the good thing about this not being a highly abrasive substance, and the fact that it's on a belt that really has no abrasives left on it, is that on this machine you have a speed control. You can crank that all the way to the 11s. I mean, really turn it up as high as it will go. And as you draw the knife through the sharpener, do it at about, I don't know, 1/4, 1/8 the speed that you would normally do that. Normally you wouldn't want to run it that high because the heat buildup from all that friction could possibly damage the heat treat on the steel that you're sharpening. But because this is a worn out belt and you're using this polish, it does have a degree of lubricity involved there, and basically the heat doesn't build up. Even if you leave the knife in one static position on there for a good amount of time, it really doesn't build up any heat, and allows you to, as I said, put a finer than razor edge on any steel that's at least a decent quality. So anyway, I hope that you found this little tip useful. Please feel free to comment on your experience giving this a shot, and as always, if this has been a useful kind of hack tutorial for you, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.